Jason Wang is from Ithaca, New York, and he's graduating today with distinction with a Bachelor of Science in Finance from the Kelley School of Business and a Bachelor of Science in Computer Science from the Luddy School of Informatics, Computing, and Engineering. He also served as a technical advisor at the Luddy Career Services Office in assisting Luddy students who wanted to pursue careers in technological fields. Mr. Wang has served on the board of EONS, which is a research and advisory group of students who work directly with President McRobbie. He's also been a member of the Investment Banking Workshop, the Kelley Honors Program, the Beta Chi Theta Social Fraternity, and he's a former ambassador for the Luddy School. After graduation, Mr. Wang is headed to a startup based in South San Francisco to work as a software engineer using artificial intelligence to automate healthcare revenue cycle management. Please welcome your student speaker, Jason Wang.
First off, I'd like to thank President McRobbie, Provost Rebel, the Board of Trustees, and all IU Bloomington faculty, staff, and administrators for working hard to allow us to be here in person today. To be honest, I've been quarantined so long that I've forgotten what it's like to interact with other people outside of a Zoom call from the comfort of my own bed, but I'm sure that as the speech goes on, my social skills will slowly but surely return. When I first began writing this speech, I knew that it would be easy to adhere to the typical commencement speech formula, where I discuss how much we've all changed since stepping foot on campus as freshmen, reflect on how our 4 years seem to have just flown by, or talk about how many iBucks we all have to spend before we leave. But as you are all well aware, classes of 2020 and 2021, this has not been a typical year, and we are not typical classes. It goes without saying that the COVID-19 pandemic has affected all of us in a very profound way. Few of us expected that an extended spring break would transform into a year-long period of quarantine and suspension of in-person academic instruction. Few students in the class of 2020 realized that March 14th of that year would be the last time that they would see many of the peers with whom they'd built relationships throughout college. Due to this unprecedented health crisis, we missed an astounding football season where the Hoosiers finished second in the Big Ten and Coach Tom Allen was named Big Ten Coach of the Year. We missed a historic basketball season that saw the women's team advance to the Elite Eight, upsetting #1 seed NC State. We missed the bicentennial, a celebration of 200 years of this university's excellence and commitment to education. But perhaps the least specific yet most important thing we missed was the victory lap of tailgates, dinners, kickbacks, and conversations we had all planned to celebrate the completion of an incredible 4 years. COVID-19 took all these things away from us, but just as it is important to look at what was lost, it is equally, if not more important, to look at what was gained. As the world was put on hold, many of us remember the value of uninterrupted family dinners, of long walks with loved ones, and of taking time to step back and meditate on the smaller things in life that are typically drowned out by technology and the impossibly fast pace by which we now live. However, if I had to sum up in one phrase the main silver lining of this whole situation, I would use Hoosier spirit. As a kid who was born and raised in the great state of New York, the term Hoosier was one that confused me to no end. I had no idea what it meant, its derivation, or why people from the state of Indiana would choose to live by such a label. But now, as I stand here before all of you on the final day of my time as a student at this school, I can, with great confidence, now define the word Hoosier. Hoosiers are people who understand the importance of coming together in times of need to support frontline and essential workers. Hoosiers are people who understand the value of wearing masks and social distancing to protect those around us. Hoosiers are people who are resilient enough to persevere through even the toughest of times and realize that the night is darkest just before the dawn. Most of all, Hoosiers are those who are willing to put the needs of others over their very own. Muhammad Ali once said that service to others is the rent you pay for your room here on earth, and it makes me proud to be a part of a community that embodies that statement so powerfully. As the vaccine rollout continues and the light at the end of the tunnel shines brighter than it has in a year, part of me is encouraged by the fact that things will be as they were. The other part of me realizes that this will not be the last time we as people will be tested. We will never be fully immune to failure, loss, trials and tribulations, but without a shadow of a doubt, I know that when the time comes, we will have the endurance necessary to rise above these struggles together as peers. President McRobbie, I present to you the classes of unmatched strength, grit, and resolution. I present to you the classes of 2020 and 2021. Thank you.